Hey guys, welcome back to another session of our Nithian Kingdoms campaign. Uh, now, a lot of stuff was done last session, so let's get a recap for a point of inspiration from one of you guys.
I volunteer as tribute. In last session, Six decided that they were really hungry and decided that they wanted to just kill every crab they ever came up against. So there's a lot of crab murder. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we found out that the individual that Fellows had allowed to blood him, basically, uh, well, not necessarily that individual. There was a cup that we found at a crime scene of a, I don't remember whose wife, but if it was a farmer or barkeep. But we found their wife dead, and she was drained dry. We found a cup that was linked to a notorious and very well renowned vampiric family. I think that's about it. For all intents and purposes, I think that's about it. Unless anybody remembers anything else, then please help.
There was a lot. Yeah, that's the gist of it. There was a little bit more to it. Um, it was a guy named a vampire named Vincent came during the night watch, took blood from Clark, who offered it freely. There was a bit of a rift between the party about it. Um, you fought a giant crab and killed it along the way back to Avandi Bay, and upon reaching Avandi Bay in the morning, came across the scene with a husband who had found his wife dead and drained in the backyard of his home. Um, a one Wade Stewart, who you found out was a dock worker. Um, and he had been on shift all night. Um, you learned that his wife was a daytime maid at an establishment. You do not know where, but she was supposed to be at work before he got home, which why it was so sad. But you went back to the inn that you were staying at, where Captain Black paid you for helping out the fishermen outside the city. And the next step is to investigate on if this was a consensual drinking that went wrong or it was straight up murder. But that's going to be hard to prove, as not many cases have gone in the way of
Proving murder.
proving that a vampire did murder. Um, so, uh, for getting the gist of it, go ahead and take a point of inspiration. But we will
But a kind God, thank you.
we will uh, go back into the Bays Brew and Inn, where you are waiting or taking a rest before nighttime hits Avandi Bay, which is supposed to be an ordeal, or so you have heard. So, while I bring you guys to the Bay's Brewing Inn, do you have any discussions while you're here, while you're waiting for the sun to set? Um, I assume some of you are napping to try and get the most out of the nighttime that there is when it hits.
Oh, for sure. Oh, we
Um,
also donated a large amount of crab meat to like orphanages and things like that.
Yes. Yeah, that you did.
I
So,
remember that now.
um, it was about 10 o'clock in the morning when you came back and got, you know, the payment from Captain Black. So, it's about, you're about 6 hours from sunset. Um, please tell me what you guys do in those 6 hours.
for
Uh,
yeah, you go first.
Go ahead. So sorry.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
no, you go. No, you first.
I'm just gonna be napping, so
Oh, okay, well, you finish that up then.
I did. Yeah. No, we're good.
Okay.
I was
I would say going to have another sleepless night, but more so going to be kind of thinking. I'm gonna ask Captain Black if he's still here because I see his token, but I don't know if he's actually here.
He is here, just looking over his ledgers, um, and he's. Do you approach him? Do you try to get his attention?
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that I would still be sitting down with him, but I would just kind of ask him, hey, not too sure because maybe I'm just a little bit ignorant of the world, as you can already tell. But just a quick question. So I understand that the royals and nobles of the establishment pretty much run the whole city, and we're trying to pick one of them to make sure to pretty much show that they were taking blood forcibly. But what I'm worried about is if we were to bring something up to the guard here, would they be on our side or would they be more so on the noble side that'll cover up?
Well, that depends on who you talk to. Um, the Scarlet Watch, as they call them here in Umbra, it's unique. Um, basically, some of the guard of the Scarlet Watch are just there to make a living, to fall into step to make sure that their lives or the lives of their family are well taken care of.
Gotcha. Would you happen to know any of them that would be more inclined to be against the vampires or no?
I can't say for sure if he's still around, but if he is, um, you might want to talk to Leo.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Um, he may have left the city for a different city, but if he's still around, you might want to talk to him. Um, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hmm. Trying to think of if maybe there's someone else you can talk to. Um, nope, I can't think of anybody else. Nope.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I mean, this is definitely more than I started with, so.
Sure, sure, yes. That's that's uh that's good. Good of you to ask. Um
I will be using this time then to try to figure out where I could find Leo if he's still in town.
all right. Before you go, Cap Black just kind
I'll
of
say.
he's wearing a monocle to like read his ledgers. But he takes it off and looks at you and Clark, before you
Yes,
go,
yes.
um, are you planning to stay late at night here in Avandi Bay?
I'm most likely in town. Just gonna be walking around talking, unless you need something, I guess.
All right. Well, it remains to be. It's important to be said that there is a Scarlet Watch, but if you ever see him around, keep a wide berth of the Crimson Sworn. Um, they are the important bodyguards to the more important individuals here in Umbra. So you'll recognize them once you see them. But they are loyal servants. And for that matter, some of the Scarlet Watch are also loyal servants to the nobility here, to
I
the Melioris.
gotcha. Okay. Gotta pick my people carefully.
Leo's good people. I I think uh, I think you'll find a great ally in Leo.
I always
Um,
trust your judgment, Captain.
in certain things, yeah, you should trust it. All right, go on, get out of here. Make sure you take someone with you, maybe.
I just kind of think for a bit, and I'll let someone else take over.
Am I near for this conversation?
You can be if you want.
Okay. I asked Clark, are you planning on going alone?
I'm seeing what you guys are doing first.
I mean, I don't really have much going on for me right now at the moment. I can go with you.
Well, thank you.
It's more for your benefit than mine, but
Yes, that's why I said thank you.
do we want to bring anyone else?
Let's see what Evangeline has to do first, and kind of look over Evangeline if she's in the immediate area.
Yeah, what
I would
is.
I
Hmm?
would say I wasn't. If I remember correctly, I said I wanted to find a shop in town. Um, Maybe even an enchanter. I'm trying to find a way to upgrade my equipment, basically.
Upgrade your equipment like an enchanter.
If I find an enchant, I'm trying to see if I can make my halberd better or find a better one. If that makes sense.
Okay. Unfortunately, anything like that is not immediately available to the public here in Umbra. You would have to talk to either someone in the Scarlet Watch that you could bribe to get something of that sort, um, or someone not not working over the table, so to speak.
I see. That's
Yeah,
really difficult.
yeah, it's a little difficult. I mean, there's blacksmiths and leather workers that you can find here that does mundane things, but anything greater than that will require some digging into. So, with that in mind, do you still try?
Am I knowledgeable among the sympathizers with my order in the area? Maybe even among the
Your
guard, as you talked about?
your order would have someone who does that for the order, but your order does not operate out of Avandi Bay. They operate in the southwestern part of Umbra, where you were coming from.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. You can definitely try to, especially during the daytime, to try and find maybe a contact to see if you can get like something from the black market, or an enchanter from like a black market type deal. So this would be a general either give me a charisma check.
That is something I'm good at. That's really good at.
Okay. You are searching through the city, and you think that maybe heading down to the docks where everything comes in from different places of Enderos and other smaller ports on the coast of the Nithian kingdoms, and you find a worker that is taking a break, just munching on an apple, lounging about in the shade of this sunny day, and he sees you kind of milling about looking for something. Hey, what are you looking for? Can I help you with something?
Depends on what you have to offer.
Oh, judging by the armor and the big fuck you sword, you might be looking for something a little better. Am I right?
You are correct.
And he kind of gauges you, and just he makes a discerning like once over of your person.
If you have any doubts of my character, I must let you know that I am very trustworthy, and I do a quick flash of holy light in my eyes.
Take no offense, but I don't trust anybody. So, tell you what. After sunset, come back. Maybe I'll have something for you.
As you wish.
Bring your pockets.
I'll bring all that I have.
Good. Well, skedaddle. I got work to do. And he starts to lounge back again, kicks his feet up, starts eating the apple.
I realize that's a very risky thing to say, but I'm gonna see how this goes.
You know what?
I said, I realize it's a risky thing to say. I'm gonna bring all the things that I have into like a sketchy ass fucking deal. But this is how she rolls.
Fair enough. All right. We'll skip over back to well, 6, you're napping.
Yep.
And Nori looks like is BRB.
I'm here now. I'm here. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So are you 6? Are you gonna try and sleep till sunset, or?
Honestly, just until somebody either decides that it's time to wake me up, or until sunset, whichever one happens first.
Okay. Then we will go over to Clark and Nori, who are making their way in town towards the Scarlet Watch, their main building within town. It is a pretty well made structure. It looks like the only fortress in town besides the keep, which is, maybe I should go to the Avandi Bay image here. But you have this long walk to the keep, and it's right before the bridge to the keep of Avandi Bay. And it's an impressive building. It really looks like it looks to maybe have like 3 stories to it. Sizable building. It actually encompasses the entire archway of the gate towards Avandi Bay Keep. But you arrive and you head on in to the reception area. There you meet a human female who looks up from whatever she's doing at her desk. Hello, how can I help you?
Hi. Is there a Leo a part of the guard? I'm just trying to meet up with someone.
Leo who?
And then I try to remember a name that Captain Black did not tell me.
Can you describe them?
I should have answered all this. Unfortunately not. I was told that he may be in town, but he also may be going from city to city.
Oh. Hold on. There is
Okay.
There is one Leo who is on duty right now. Let me see if he is in here. Not on patrol. And she leaves her post to see if she can find a Leo. It's not long that you have to wait, but she does come back, sit down. Just a moment. And about 30 seconds pass, and you see a Scarlet Watch guard, minus the helmet, walk in to the reception area. And this would be the individual.
In my head, just thinking this man is very young. I'm not sure if he would be acquainted with Captain Black. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I should be saying Captain Black too much to people. Fuck. Hello.
Hello.
Clark Phillips. Oh, did I catch you at a bad time?
On my break. Who are you?
Clark Phillips. I was just looking around for some individuals who I could probably report a case to. There was an attack on a woman down by the docks in her backyard. I was just wondering if this is. I just had a friend that referred me to you.
All right. Was it? Okay. Let's go into an interrogation room. Follow me.
I follow him.
And
I follow too.
he takes you to a small room with a table, a few chairs, and he sits at one end of the table and kind of motions for you both to sit down. And he takes out some ink and paper, and all right. So, you say it was a murder.
I believe it to be a non-consensual feeding.
I see. All right. And he starts writing down like a title for notes. Make a perception check, the both of you.
I am terrified. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's not. I rolled a 15. I didn't link it. The virtual tabletop.
Not a problem. 15. You both would notice that Leo's a bit paler. Like beyond the dirt and dust of the day. And he has lighter eyes that are kind of like masked a little bit by like dark, like, how do I say this? Like dark rings, like he doesn't sleep much. But he seems wide awake. All right. Non-consensual feeding. This is before we continue, you know this is not a case that finds a happy ending.
Well, given the circumstances, I feel like that there should be a form of due process.
Fair enough. So, can you tell me who the victim was?
I don't think he ever told me his name. Now I think about it out of character. Oh god. Would Evangeline have told me his name?
Doing great here, Clark.
This is all out of character.
No, he did tell your name. Maybe you can roll a history check to maybe see if you remember.
Check. I can't have guidance. Oh, thank God.
Okay. The wife's name was Marianne.
I give Marianne.
All right. Last name?
And I. What would that tell me to carry over?
yeah, it would. Marianne Stewart.
Marianne Stewart.
All right. And he writes that down. Do you have a lead on who potential suspects?
There was a cup left at the crime. I believe it's still
A cup.
in possession down there. Yes. And I believe it was the Avandi family's cup.
Okay. There's a lot of those around. But do you have the cup with you?
No, I do not.
Okay. Maybe you should have been more prepared when you came down here. But,
Well, in most cases, they don't want us touching a crime scene, I would have thought.
well, it's already been touched, I assume, since you're here and you've already told me about the cup. So, kind of compromised. But, I'll go ahead and write that down. And he does write that down. All right. Anything else?
No, I don't believe there was anything else from within the town.
All
I look
right.
over to Nori. Does Nori want to say anything, or
Nope.
okay?
Mm-mm.
All right. If anything pops up about any rumors or anything like that, or anything that you hear, please come find me again. I am watch member Leo Chaucer.
I'm gonna write that down.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I believe that will conclude our business today.
Fair enough. I hope
Nope,
you have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too, and I briefly exit.
Make another perception check, the both of you.
That's a natural one.
I'm going to use my 1 point of inspiration, if that's okay.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Okay. I'll say that's enough to. You're not sure, but you could swear that Leo wasn't really breathing.
Yeah, no, I kind of figured.
During that whole time. But you leave the Scarlet Watch. And is there anything else you'd like to do during the daytime?
On the way back, I'm going to say to Nori, well, I'm starting to think there might be a target on my back now.
Yeah. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
probably say that.
gotcha. Want to use me as light bait? And I say with a smile.
You two can make a history check or an Arcana check, or at least no. Clark can make this.
Okay. Because
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
I'm gonna roll history because I feel like it's better.
Shh.
Okay. Judging by the appearance of Leo, the pale skin, but he's been out in the daytime in the sunlight, not really needing to breathe. You're pretty sure Leo is a Dampier, a
Okay, this is
half
a lot better.
a
Oh no.
half a half vampire.
This is a lot better.
Essentially. Yeah. So, I assume you head back to the inn.
Yep.
Okay. You head back to the inn, and you have a few more. We'll say it was toward the later part of the afternoon. So, eventually, 6 p.m. rolls around and the sun begins to set, and all of you, well, at least one of you, wakes up from their nap, and all of you gather together in the main area of the inn. What is your first plan of action going into the nighttime of Avandi Bay?
Generally speaking, my idea was, hey, I'm a guy. I don't wear armor. I'm out and about. I don't really carry weapons around me. I'll just purposely let myself get attacked, and maybe my companions who are hiding can find me.
Okay. Wait,
I don't
what?
know. That was my whole plan in my head, and it hasn't improved at all.
No.
Well, all of you come together. You can talk about your plan of action here. The Avandi Bay is yours to peruse or explore.
Hmm.
I think what I would do with Avandi Bay.
So did anybody find anything interesting out?
Found out a little bit about the Crimson and Scarlet Guard.
Oh yeah,
Crimson
you gotta watch
Swarm and
out for
Scarlet Guard.
them.
Oh, okay. Well, I wish I asked you first instead of
Crim-
letting you see.
Crimson Sworn and Scarlet Watch.
I put Swarm. That's my fault. I put Swarm. No.
Hey.
So, what did you do, Nix?
Hmm?
What'd you do?
Slept. Carrying all that crab is heavy.
I mean, as long as you get the rest, that's fine. It's good. And you, Evangeline?
Nothing much.
Fair. So, any ideas on how we want to find our assailant?
Hmm.
I'm glad we're all on the same page.
I think first and foremost we should.
Sorry, you cut off there. You got lost in your voice.
Maybe. Oh no, is that better?
There you go.
Okay. Maybe we should go out tonight and see if we can't find any sketchy activity aside from ourselves, obviously. Any other sketchy activity. I can hit up a few of my. But I would have. I've been in Avandi Bay for a while, right?
You have been in Avandi Bay for maybe a couple weeks. So yeah, a little bit.
I may have have gotten a contact or two at that point that might know something potentially.
Sure. You would
Given
know.
the nature of my job.
Yeah. You would know the most the best way to gather information uh, in the shadows would be either to go to the docks where there is a night black market um, that you have to be invited to.
Mhm.
Or you could head over to Avandi Bay's premier brothel named the Scarlet Siren.
The what siren? Sorry, you cut out.
The Scarlet Siren.
Gotcha. I'm sensing a theme here with all the names, you know. A lot Crimson and Scarlet. It's almost like we're dealing with vampires,
Almost.
you know.
No, I think
Um,
some like sea themes, if anything.
There's a lot of Scarlet stuff
right.
here. I mean the
Yeah.
capital,
Yeah.
the capital of this nation, is called the Scarlet Citadel. So,
Right.
um,
I'm sensing a theme.
a lot of things are follow along the same name as, well, the highest recognized city in this nation of Umbra.
So I am going to suggest maybe uh we split up and see if we can't find information.
Oh, you want to split the
So,
party? Okay.
oh god, I know I did the thing.
Oh no.
This is obviously just a suggestion, so if anybody else has any other ideas, please by all means, make them known. But thinking two of us go to the brothel, two of us go to the docks, and see if we can't eke out some information. Or we can split it up between all four of us going to one night and then continuing on like that until we get information.
I mean, it's better than nothing at this point. I still would say 2 by 2, but I mean, if you guys want to split up, we can do that too.
Well, yeah, I figure two of us. That way we at least have somebody else there just on the off chance that shit hits the fan. I'm all for going to the docks. I'm pretty sneaky and I might be able to charm my way
You cut off. Yeah.
into if it was like a paper invitation. Sorry, my mic is kind of busted right now.
Okay.
Is it a paper invitation or is it like word of mouth invitation?
Word of
Like
mouth,
you have to know
and
somebody.
yeah, you have to be recognized by um, the perimeter watch, basically.
Hmm. Okay. Cool. Then yeah, I'll go to the docks. And see if I'm a changeling. I can do that. Okay, yeah. I'm going to the
I find
docks.
this really funny because I actually am invited, but I don't know that this is a part of it because it's not communicated.
Right. So for all I know,
I
yeah.
mean,
So I'll go to the docks.
okay, you're all together right now.
Yeah, but she's
Right.
not telling us that to get into the black market, you have to be invited, which is something I actually just accidentally just did. And I didn't say I was going anywhere.
Okay.
Hey, Six, where are you going?
I'm gonna go to the docks. I'm gonna
Okay.
see if I can't, you know, get myself in there into this night market that's happening on the DL.
Okay. So Six is going by themselves. Um,
I will go with you if it is not too much trouble.
It is definitely not too much trouble. You have the big fuck you sword. You're definitely coming with me. You've got my you're my backup.
I
You're
have
the
a big fucking sword
kneecapper.
too.
All right, guys. I'm stating this right now. I don't have a sword. I have a halberd. It's more
Halberd,
like a
yeah.
pole weapon.
I know.
I'm not
Huh?
gonna I'm not gonna let this be solidified in your memory. I don't have a sword.
It's already solidified. I'm sorry.
Alright.
It took a whopping whole 5 megabits to solidify.
I have a great axe.
Yeah, she's on the sword. Fucking.
That's not a sword.
Okay, so
Actually, it's an axe.
Sixth and Evangeline are headed towards the night market, or the night black market, at down by the docks. Captain Black is not here, by the way. And Nori and Clark are headed where?
I would say, unless you want to change this, I would say nearby any kind of like taverns or like drunkards would be kind of like sprawling about. I just want to see if anyone goes off into the alley and might get approached by a cloaked figure.
Okay. All right. Well, then we will handle Sixt and Evangeline heading towards the docks as sun is setting. Well, Sixt, you would know that the night black market doesn't really start accepting customers until it's dark, like
Right.
until the sun has completely set.
That gives me time to start peek and
You cut out again.
I assume it was peeking and poking around.
It'll come back eventually. I
Maybe.
promise.
I don't know what's wrong with Oklahoma City right now, but internet's been kind of
Any storms going on?
Way to
Stay safe.
DDoS.
Yeah, the whole state. You fucking
Oh.
DOS the whole state.
Yep.
Well, you revealed we're American.
Oh, the whole America. Okay.
Well, River is gone. Okay. Well, while we wait for River to get back, let's go ahead and go over to Clark and Nori.
Okay.
So you're just milling about at sunset.
So just kind of like looking. I wouldn't say like in the tavern exactly, but more so like hanging around outside,
Okay.
watching if people are getting approached
What's-
or being watched.
What's interesting about right now is that the Bays Bruin Inn is the inn.
Oh, I think she's back. She went to go call the whole server.
Yeah. Oh.
What the fuck are we doing? No, just
What are we doing? Okay, what's going on?
I was trying to tell her, hey, we're in the server. If you want to like stop calling. Oh,
There
there
we
she is.
go.
Everything all right? Hello?
That would
fine.
be a no.
No.
I need to scream,
Hello?
but I have no mouth.
Hi.
Oh, there she is.
Hi.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi.
All right. Yes.
We can hear you.
Hi, okay. Okay, I don't know what happened. My internet just went out. So,
Yeah, that has been happening.
and then I also lost connection to the server, whole 9 yards. So, try without me for a little bit, and if I can get back in, I'll let y'all know.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
bye.
All right. So, okay. What's interesting about Sunset and the Bays Bruin Inn is that this inn that you've been staying at is very popular during the day. However, when nighttime hits, it actually empties a little bit. Not too many people come to the Bays Bruin Inn. So, when it comes to nightlife here in this section of the city, not much is going on. But as you make your way up, more towards Avandi Bay Keep. Hello?
Yep. Still here.
Okay. The nightlife gets a little bit more rowdy. And you see, as you're making your way upwards in the city, up into the nicer part of Avandi Bay, you begin to see many people just milling about. It's almost as if nighttime is the time to be out and about for the citizens of Avandi Bay. You see um, Dampier mixed with uh, humans, elves, the occasional dwarf, halfling, or gnome. You see um, quite a few actually drow in the mix. But most of the denizens of night are either human or Dampier, or uh, you'll see a full fledged vampire walking around at night with his or her entourage. Um, and they are just going about their day as normal, like it would be daytime. Um, More vendors are out selling food, jewelry, wares of all sorts. Um, it's almost like nighttime and daytime switches in Umbra. They like the normalcy has flipped, where nighttime is the normal time of day, and daytime is like where everybody sleeps.
Hmm.
Um, so in terms of like a tavern, there's pubs, restaurants, more restaurants than pubs. Everything seems to be a little bit cleaner, nicer. You see people out on patios eating uh, breakfast, basically, um, and more races that are sensitive to sunlight are just waking up.
Gotcha. Um, Question for that last bit for sense of the sunlight. Are we talking about like out of character thing? Are we talking about like Underdark kind of people, or are we talking about like
Yeah,
before?
you see
Okay,
quite a
gotcha.
bit of like dark elf, drow. You see the deep gnomes, Durgar. Um, it is a hodgepodge of many different peoples that are sensitive to sunlight.
I look for the mic and it just kidding. No.
Nothing like that. You even uh, you even catch a stray minotaur pass by you.
Oh.
Um, he's
I
kind
kind
of
of wonder when this is.
he's kind of towering above the crowd, but he's just walking. He's got a big like battle axe on his hip, but he's just walking around looking at things, um, searching for something.
Gotcha. But yeah, I mean, unless you want to explore around, I plan on going around some pubs. But seeing how there's not a lot, I guess it'd be a little bit hard for me to find any.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, just do you want to go anywhere else, Nori? I keep
Um,
thinking Nemo, but it's not Nemo, it's Nori.
Well, are we finding Nemo now?
I found Nemo.
Okay.
It makes a lot of sense that you're Dory.
Huh?
no,
Who are you?
that's Dory, not Nori. Um, n- no, I don't. I can't really think of anywhere else. I'm just in
I mean,
awe of
just in where you
everyone
want to
that's
go.
passing by.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
haven't
just
seen so many different races like this.
Yeah, you like during the day, you were just out here like a few hours ago, walking over to the Scarlet Watch, and you thought there was a decent amount of people on the streets. Like, Avani Bay doesn't look that big when you were walking it, but now it's like there are so many people out and about.
Well, we saw an attack in someone's backyard, so I'm going to say let's walk towards backyard unless like people are kind of like not wanting us back there. I guess
Okay.
it looked like a street last time, so I thought it's fine.
Yeah, you walk back some alleyways. People don't really give you much mind, as long as you're not like trying to break and enter these houses. Are you breaking and entering houses right now?
No, I'm just
No.
gonna light on. I'm just gonna light them on fire. No, no, I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just gonna walk. Just walking.
Okay. Yeah.
Keeping an eye out.
Okay, make a perception check.
I'm going to give myself. I don't know if magic's acceptable in the middle of the city. Is that okay for me to do guidance?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do guidance then.
You haven't necessarily been like, even when you did guidance in the interrogation room, Leo did not seem to care.
Oh, I didn't do guidance in
You did.
interrogation room. I
Bro, don't gaslight right now. You did.
I did.
Yeah.
Or was it an inspiration? I think
Inspiration.
it was an inspiration. Never mind.
All right.
Can't the
shit.
fuck.
No, get gaslit.
All right. So 13. As you're walking down this particular alleyway, you get to the end of it onto a bigger street, the main street. And across from this alleyway to your left, you see the main attraction of nighttime. A beautiful storefront, or rather a beautiful building. Um there is no like signage to tell you what it is, but it looks almost like a Roman style esque building. It seems out of place. And during the daytime, you did pass by it, and it didn't look really like much of anything. Well, in the daytime, other than it was like Roman style, the pillars, white marble pillars. But now that like all the decorations are out, you see red banners just streaking down each of the pillars. Um, and you begin to hear a song. And I need both of you to make a wisdom save.
Oh no.
I use my inspiration. I don't have it again.
I rolled a 12.
You rolled a 12. Okay. Clark, you are fine. You just hear a beautiful song. Nori, on the other hand,
No.
you feel compelled, or not compelled, but you feel like something. The song is a little bit too beautiful to not check out where it's coming from. You are enthralled to see what this business is about.
Clark, I think we should go inside. There might be something in here.
Would I be able to tell if she's acting unusual or not, or
Make an insight check. Yeah. I mean, she feels like her eyes are dilated, so to speak. She seems particularly interested in this business.
Okay, yeah, sure, let's go. I have no reason to doubt you at all, glassy-eyed companion.
Okay. As you step towards this building, we'll go over to Evangeline and Sixt, who are making their way to the docks.
Walking fast, faces passing.
Yes.
Dogbound.
Um,
You're welcome. You brought it
you
on
see,
yourself. Sorry.
as the sun sets, the docks get a little quieter. Um, and it seems as though the day workers on the dock are getting off shift, and there's a few night shift employees coming on shift to work on the docks. But it's not as much as the day shift for a fact. So you kind of work your way through the crowd of workers uh, leaving their posts, um, and as night completely falls, you see at a far dock away from most of the other ships, uh, Sixt, you recognize the indication of where the night market is. A half lit, a half lidded bullseye lantern is lit and shining out towards the ocean.
I'm gonna nudge Evangeline slightly and nod towards the lantern and just, you know, let her know that that's where we're going.
All right, you make your way over there, and I need to take a small break. So
Roger, Dodger.
we'll go ahead and take our break here before we get into what you find at that ship.
Dun dun.
All right. So you are approaching this rather big galleon type ship at the edge of the docks. It's like there it's a very long dock, and this ship kind of sits more out towards the ocean than the rest of them. Um, but you approach, and Evangeline, you recognize the guy that you saw earlier, just sitting playing a lute at the gangplank to this galleon of a ship. And
I'll walk up to him.
he looks up at the both of you. Bit of an early riser, are we?
Yes, we have lots to do.
And he's Six. You know he's talking to Evangeline, not you. But his eyes like lock on Evangeline, and then he looks over at you. Oh, I've seen you before.
That's odd. I don't think I've ever seen you.
I'm new in town. And he just smirks.
How is How has he seen me? Where has he seen me before? I don't like it. I want to take a really close look at him. I would just be like,
Insight check.
super good. Fine, fair.
While she's
when I
staring
get
him
my
down,
literally.
I'm gonna say, "Hello, new in town. I am Sister Evangeline."
Yeah, we met earlier.
You said insight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems to be. You can't tell if he's lying or bullshitting or telling the truth.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't like it, but I'm gonna move on, I
What the
guess.
fuck is that insight check roll?
All right, let
A
me
D20
ask you
roll
this:
+1, +0,
Have
+2.
you kept have you changed your form coming up to this night market?
No, not currently.
Okay, so you still look like, changeling,
Yeah,
pure
like this
changeling.
pale, scary child.
And have you been to the have you been to the night market before in this form?
uh, probably not, because I know it is technically illegal, and my job with what I'm doing here,
Okay, then
like, I doubt it.
I'm gonna retcon that.
Sorry.
I well I didn't hear you say you changed form. But if you haven't been to the night market in this form, he doesn't say that. He says, "Who's your friend?" To you, Evangeline.
My friend is a friend. And I look, I like look over at 6. Like, if you want to introduce yourself, you're gonna have to.
That's fine, that's fine. I'm just gonna... Name 7th. Pleasure. And then, that's it. I don't know
And
this man.
you see as he sits up and he has his lute in his hand, and you see that as he goes to stand up, you see a little bit of thieves' cant on his fingers.
Can I read it?
But yeah,
I don't know that shit.
yeah, you definitely can. Basically, while he's holding the neck of the lute, he is positioning his fingers in a way that says, "Who are you?" And not just like uh like what's your name type of thing, but do you have any association with, do you, like, he's basically saying, he's basically signing this with his fingers just to make sure that you can read what he's saying.
Right.
It's very
Um,
subtle, and it's almost imperceptible, especially to Evangeline. Evangeline just,
Yeah, no.
he's just getting up.
right. Um, oh gosh, how would I respond?
And he has fully like puts the, after doing that, he fully puts the loot down, and he stands up and he crosses his arms waiting for an answer.
All right, give me just a second. Let me think here.
So the way that thieves' cant works in Lycia
Hmm.
is, it's not so much a written or a spoken language, it's more of a language of gestures
Gotcha.
and symbols and subtle things that you can find in the world. So you can speak normally, but your hands are saying a different thing, or your gestures are saying a different thing.
Mm. I'm going to make a vague gesture of searching for something, and kind of and see if I can't get my fingers into like the shape of an eye. Just to kind of signify looking.
Okay. All right. You subtly motion that you are looking for something. And you can vouch for this. He's talking to Evangeline, and he's signing back to you. To you, Six. Well, as he's talking to you, Evangeline, what are you looking for?
I'm going to sign back to him information.
Evangeline, what do you say to his question?
I didn't hear the question. I think I have bad connection.
Oh, okay. So, he asked you, Evangeline, can you vouch for this one?
Yes, of course.
You're not going to cause trouble, are you? And as he's saying that to you, Six, he is signing. Do you know, like, what kind of information?
I'm just going to sign Avandi and Cup, and respond to his verbal question. I don't cause trouble, but I sure as hell like to find it. And give
All
him
right.
just a small little wink.
Fair enough.
Not flirty or nothing, just kind of like
He got it.
playful for okay.
Yeah, he read you. He smiled back.
Good.
Not in a flirty way, but he reads what you're saying, and he just
Gotcha.
turns his body and lets you pass onto the gangplank up onto the ship.
I'm gonna sign thank you in Thieves' Cant and walk through.
As you get onto the deck of this ship, nothing immediately jumps out at you, but you know there should be something here. And Six, you've been here before, so you know what to look for. And Six, you go over to the far side of the deck, closer to the ocean, and back towards the captain's cabin, and you open up a hatch, basically, and it's a staircase leading down into the bowels of the ship. You lead Evangeline down into the first deck underneath the main deck. And the difference in scenery here is astounding. This is there. It is a black market. You see, people are already here. They're already perusing wares. You see, many different, like a few different. There's like a total of maybe 4 vendors here. But there are people like searching long tables of just different contraband. You see like a cask of wine. You see like a keg of ale. You see like cigars, like a box of cigars on a table. Just things that you wouldn't be able to find anywhere else in town. So, and at the very end, behind a table, you see Captain Black, and
Captain.
he sees the both of you, and he grins and nods. He doesn't say anything, but he just sees you here.
Right.
So, what are you looking for? What are you asking for?
I'm just gonna kind of wander around a little bit and between when I can get away with it, try to shift into a less descript form. So just like a basic mundane individual to kind of match with everybody else here.
Okay. Make a stealth check. All right. Very well. You shift into a nondescript individual. All right.
I'm just gonna roam around listening for bits and pieces of information if I can find them. Occasionally talking to like a nondescript person about like, oh yeah, did you hear what happened over at old Wade's place? You know, just kind of doing the old gumshoe thing.
Okay. Make a general charisma check. And while you're making that, Evangeline,
Yep.
you're here for a purpose.
Yep.
What are you looking for? What do you? Tell me what you want and see. I'll see if it's here.
I have two things that could fulfill the same purpose.
Okay.
Either an enchanter that can enchant my halberd, or a weapons merchant that can give me a better one.
Okay. Yeah, there is definitely a weapons merchant here. And his wares look more than just mundane. So you tell me what it is you would like to find, it, and we will roll to see if it's there.
Legitimately, the only thing I would be interested in would be a pole arm type weapon, so halberd, glaive, spear. You know.
All right. Halberd, glaive, spear. Gotcha. Okay. Roll me a
Pike.
a D100.
Okay.
And we will see what is there. 88. Okay. Uh, Sixth with a 13. It would seem a lot of the denizens here saw you out of the corner of their eye, just kind of try to subtly shift yourself. And they are, when you approach them, kind of like talking a little bit, they're not giving you much information. They're just like, oh, yeah, it happens all the time. They're being tight lipped. They're not being outright like, "Oh, you're a changeling," you know. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. They deal in the darker, the underground. So they're not gonna like they've seen changelings before,
Right.
but they're not gonna
Do I
say anything.
do I notice anybody who might be even more so out of place than me or Evangeline? Anybody
uh,
skittish, kind of like timid or anything like that?
Who is stranger looking than a golden armored warrior and a changeling?
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Make a
I mean, solid.
make a hmm,
I'm gonna find a leprechaun in there.
make a perception check.
Had to find a fucking octopus that talks, dude. Like,
Yeah, could speak to me.
why are your rolls so weird?
16. I
She's
don't
using
know.
she's using Foundry. It's not D&D
Oh
Beyond.
yeah. Yeah, I'm just using the Foundry one.
Why are you so judgmental, Kiwi?
Less I have to bring up on my computer screen, okay? Because I only have the one.
I'm a judgy person.
It's okay. I'm just gonna go cry in my tub now with my
I don't like
toaster.
people that are different.
That's my emotional support toaster.
Oh my god.
I need a plushie now. It just has emotional support toaster on the side.
I apologize to Chris's viewers.
Ugh.
My OD.
Anyway, I was 16. What do I see?
16. Okay. With his 16, you don't see. I mean, everybody in this underground night market is pretty weird. There's no one that really stands out. Aside, what really stands out is the quiet people. And with a 16, you are kind of looking out for the quiet ones, looking out for the person who's simply watching. And with a 16, you do not see anybody of that sort. Everybody's just going about their business. Nobody's skittish or anything like that.
Okay.
Sister Evangeline, you spot an interesting item. It's not one made of metal, but the way that it presents itself is kind of, it's enticing. It is a polearm. It is a spear. And at the very tip of it, you see it is bloodstained. But the rest of it looks pretty pristine.
Can you tell me about this one?
Yeah, most certainly. This here, I got this on a journey to Karvak. It was taken off the body of a clan member that was a pretty prolific warlord. This is magical, and it is called the Blood Spear.
And did you not clean it, or is this the way it looks?
This is cleaned. That the stain will not leave. I promise you that. And he puts his hand up, like he's not trying to hide anything.
I believe him without trying to make a check or anything. How much would you be willing to part with it for?
Well, I won it in a poker game. I'll be willing to part with it for 200 gold.
I would accept that deal. Are you okay if half of it is in platinum?
He's like flustered, like, yeah, he has no problem with it.
I realize I probably got absolutely upscaled, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Anthony's just dying in the back.
Okay, so you buy the blood spear. Go ahead and subtract the 200 gold.
Right.
And it is an actual item. It is attunement. And he, while he's giving it to you, so to let you know about this spear, I have had an enchanter tell me what it does. When you hit with a melee, when you hit somebody and you kill that target, you will be invigorated. Basically, you'll gain 2d6 temporary hit points when you kill someone.
Oh, that's neat.
Um, there's no plus or minuses to it. Um, do you attempt to attune to it right now?
Would that take a while, or is that instant? If I remember correctly,
It's an action.
I don't feel like I'm gonna be bothered. Sure.
When you attune to it, who wields me? You hear in your mind.
Sister Evangeline.
Hmm. And are you a warrior?
I am among the best.
Will you prove it to me?
In what way?
Will I get to blood things?
We are going to have some fun together.
Prove yourself. And I can be so much more. And that's it. That's what he said. That's what this voice in your mind says as soon as you tune to it.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony was just screaming the entire time.
It's so funny that the religious paladin, whose entire purpose is to go against vampires and demons, and I have a possessed, cursed, I don't know what the fuck spear. This might cause problems later. We'll see.
Fuck.
Sixth, while you're milling about, not really having too much luck,
Mm-hmm.
a voice whispers next to you, and you feel a shoulder bump your shoulder.
I glance quickly. What did they say?
What are you looking for again?
Information?
Information on what? And this is who you see bump up against you.
Who, where?
In the center of the screen. You might need to like zoom out. Right here.
Okay. Oh. Oh, hey, Purdy.
Female. Feminine.
Gotcha. That's okay.
Sorry,
She's still pretty.
my feminine doesn't really sound feminine sometimes.
You're fine. I'm going to look around and see if anybody else has seemed to notice this interaction.
It's very subtle. Nobody's really noticed this interaction.
I'm going to sign something in Thieves' Cant. I'm going to sign Who Are You in Thieves' Cant. Real quick.
Okay.
Almost like I'm moving my hair up over my ear, and I'm just gonna sign it while I'm moving my hair.
You don't say anything. You just sign.
Yeah, I in Thieves' Cant, I ask who are they, just to see if they know thieves.
She doesn't even look at the sign.
Oh, okay, shit. uh, I'm gonna take a quick glance around and nod to a what I'm hoping is a secluded and not very busy corner.
Okay. She moves with you.
And very quickly and quietly, I'm going to explain to this individual. I'm going to ask them first who they are and how they know that I'm looking for something.
You may call me Miss A. Did I say that loud enough?
Yeah. All right, Miss A. You can call me Seventh for the time being. How did you know that I was, in fact, looking for something?
You weren't really buying anything. And you were just talking, milling about.
Sometimes you have to look before you buy the goods. But yes, I am in fact looking for something in particular. Information, actually, if you happen to have any.
What kind of information?
Can I see if... Hold on, I think I have something that lets me detect lies. Or something of that nature. In fact, I'm pretty sure that I do. I think I have a ring of detect lie. Or something of that nature. I don't remember what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ring of truth telling.
Okay.
Can I potentially use my ring here in a moment to decide if they are telling me the truth?
Yeah, you have an advantage on an insight checks when it
Insight
comes.
and wisdom, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, cool. I'm going to ask them, first of all, how do I know that you are trustworthy?
You don't know that.
I mean, well, fucking enough, I don't. Why are you trying to help me? Why are you trying to offer me information?
People come here to find things that are beneficial to them. I'm simply seeing if you can be a benefit to me.
A little bit of I scratch you, bet your back, you scratch mine.
Precisely.
I want to see if she's being genuine about her willingness to help.
Okay. Make an insight check.
Because
You
I
do
don't
not.
know this person.
You do not have an advantage because this isn't for like seeing if it's a lie. This is general, like a general vibe check. Yeah. I mean, could be. I mean, you didn't spot her before, so she could be a benefit to you going forward. Depends.
Okay.
I mean, you know she's pretty sneaky if she eluded your vision.
Right. All right. I'm gonna nod my head in assent and just very quietly and quickly tell her the things that we have witnessed and the information that I'm trying to acquire. Trying to get information on the Avandi family and who may have been responsible for the death of Marianne.
That's a tall ask.
Yeah, well, my help is pricey.
You won't be able to find any leads here, that's for sure.
Do you have any ideas to where I could?
Of course.
All right, and what would you ask of me in return for this information?
Many of the
Time is
Avandi,
of the essence.
many of the Avandi offspring and the offspring of their offspring frequent the Scarlet Siren.
The brothel.
That or the theater or the ballroom.
Mm-hmm.
But the Scarlet Siren is a good place to look.
Bear that in mind. Now, what is it that you need of me?
Where are you staying?
What's it called? The
The Bays Brewing Inn?
the Bays Brew. I couldn't remember. I'm sorry.
Alright.
The Bays Brew. Why?
I need some time to think on how we can help each other out.
Oh, so you didn't have she didn't have a thing in mind before she.
Nope,
Okay,
she
cool.
didn't.
It's like I wasn't expecting it to be this easy.
I'll
Uh,
I'll come
very
find
well. You
you.
can find me there.
I'll come find you there.
And then I'm gonna go around looking to see if I can actually find anything interesting that may help me in my future endeavors.
Okay, what are you looking for specifically?
I want some sort of like something that might help me find kind of like a magnifying glass or something that might help me see things that I might not otherwise see.
Okay, roll a d100.
Excuse me.
Um, unfortunately, you do not find anything besides maybe a magnifying glass.
Okay, that's all right. All right, and then I'm gonna go find Evangeline again.
Okay, you see she has purchased a spear, a rather nice and kind of a wicked looking spear. It looks permanently bloodstained on the tip of the spear itself.
See you. You have a new toy.
We'll see how well it works soon.
Yeah. You got a little something on the blade there.
Yes, and unfortunate.
Yeah. Gives it character. Have you found everything you were looking for this evening?
I believe so. Have you?
We should meet up with the others at the brothel.
I see. Okay.
And I'm going to make my way out of the night market.
All right. So we go over to Nori and Clark, who are heading towards this establishment with no idea what it is called or what it's about. It looks pretty, and the song is nice to hear. Um, and you both find a entrance, a double door, and Nori and Clark, you both step in. It looks like a rich wooden door that you step through, that is completely closed, and this is what you see.
Oh, we're in the bro.
You
Still
see.
loading for me.
It's still loading. You continue.
Yeah. Oh
Take
yeah.
me a second.
Okay. Ooh.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
You
pretty.
uh So you can definitely see like through this is like a wall, but everything is like I did not have time to put walls on like everything. So right now all you see um is like this part and then this hallway down here.
Yeah. Okay.
I use my X-ray vision. I'm kidding.
But as soon as you enter, Nori, you see this individual here behind the desk. Hello and welcome to the Scarlet Siren. How can I help you? How can I make your night more pleasurable?
I look at Nori and I'm very uncomfortable.
It's the music. It's lovely.
Oh, well, thank you so much. You don't feel the compulsion anymore, Nori, as soon as you step through the door.
Okay.
And
Well,
like
so
as soon as you step through that threshold, it went away. But you're here now.
So Nori, where do you want to do here?
um.
I don't know if this is very comfortable. Like, my character would know this is a brothel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Clara's like, I'm not too sure if we're at that point of our lives to be going to a place like this together.
I don't. I guess I don't know. It seemed interesting at first, but I mean I've never been to one, but I don't. Yeah, I mean we can go. I don't mind.
Why did we? Are you okay?
I
Wait.
I I I don't know.
You know, we offer many more services than just sex.
Oh, okay. Now I feel a lot better. What services do you offer?
We offer companionship, baths, a cool drink, some relaxation, anything to help you unwind and relax.
I look at Nori. I mean, do you want to relax a bit or?
I I don't know. Have you ever done anything like this?
No.
I don't know you. I just
I
I mean
don't.
we
I'll get a few drinks. Make this a little bit less awkward for everyone.
okay.
We're going to go for drinks. Please get me out of the situation. This is in character.
So, the way this works is that if you would like just a bottle of wine, we can provide that for you. And there are several sitting and lounging rooms in the back. So, would you like one bottle or two bottles?
I'll start off with one bottle for right now.
Very well. That would be 30 gold, please.
Okay, I give her 3 platinum.
Perfect.
What's in the drink?
Wine,
Is it like a specific kind of wine?
red wine,
Okay. Never mind.
made with red fermented grapes.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take the bottle and 2 glasses if you have it. May you or one of your employees show us to the back rooms?
Of course. And you see she reaches under the desk and you hear a faint bell ring. And from these double doors down here, you see a very attractive drow woman in like lingerie come out, and she's wearing like high heels. She's got a tray in her hand with like glasses and a bottle of wine. Hello,
Evening.
would you
I'm
two
sorry,
like
out
to...
of character. I just like how like the two fucking virgins of the group just jumble into the fucking brothel.
I'm faking it until I make it now.
And she leads you, she opens the door for you, leads you back into this hallway here, and to the left. So, you can relax here, or we can take you further into the couch room. And she kind of like motions either to this lounge area or further into this big room.
I will take right here. I mean, is it just us, or is there other people as well?
Actually, since you stepped there, you would
Oh,
have
sorry,
line
let
of
me go back
sight into the other room, and you see that guy.
Uh,
here.
uh,
He seems to be talking to someone you can't see across from him to the left.
I'm just throwing this out there, definitely because I don't remember his face, but that's Vincent, right? This is out of character.
Uh, would Clark remember his face?
I don't remember him being hooded. Me as a character, I don't remember his face. Except me as a person.
I know I moved like originally I was over here. Do I see him too?
Vincent wasn't hooded. Yeah, you
Oh,
would see him.
okay.
You would have Clark would have seen his face.
Yeah, then I think I would have. I mean, is that Vincent? I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
I
Okay,
definitely would have remembered him.
Me as a player, I don't know. I didn't remember his face.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Clark would recognize that is Vincent.
Okay. I'm gonna say let's head into the room then, and assuming
Stop,
this
Clark.
area is. So, okay, go back. I guess I'll get right here.
I, I mean, is the attendant still near us?
Yeah.
Okay. I just motioned to her while grabbing onto Clark. I think we're okay for now. You can go back to doing whatever you were doing before. We're okay. We'll find a spot.
She kind of frowns, and just ever so slightly, but a small smile creeps onto her face. Are you sure? We could have some nice conversation. I can help you relax a little bit. And she kind of like
Actually,
caresses her fingers onto your shoulder, Nori.
Um,
I break the tension.
I
No, actually, I do think I do have some questions for you. But probably something a little more serious than what you're used to.
Then let's find a seat.
Okay, sit over here then.
okay.
Because you said you didn't want to go in there, Nori, so we're not going in there.
I didn't say anything. I just stopped you.
So she sets the tray and the wine down on this area here, and she takes a seat, like pulls a pillow off and takes a seat between the two of you.
So, so I just have a couple of questions. Have you been working here for very long, or are you newly employed?
I've been here for a few years.
Pretty much know like the staff and all, right?
Of course.
Gotcha. Um, You wouldn't happen to know if there's been any missing employees leaving mysteriously at all, would you?
She kind of frowns at the question. What
I
kind?
pass over a platinum for your cooperation.
The frown lessens a little bit, and she accepts the platinum. Not to my knowledge.
Gotcha. I looked Nori if she has any questions.
Um, I'm busy kind of twiddling my fingers and like trying not to look at the beautiful woman in front of me. And just I can't think right now. I'm in too of an uncomfortable position with the other vampire that I recognize in the other room, and I desperately just want to talk to Clark right now, but not in front of the
Okay.
attendant.
Looking at Nori here, who's a bit flustered, I go back to asking questions.
Okay.
Uh,
You can call me Lila, by the way.
oh, Lila. Okay, let me just write that down real quick.
It's a pretty name.
Thank you. She turns to you and she says, "Thank you."
You're
And
welcome.
she smiles and like gives you a reassuring like hand on knee type thing.
Oh,
So, Lila, if you don't mind me asking, that gentleman in the other room, does he frequent here quite a bit?
Oh, Mr. Vincent? Yeah.
Um, and has any? I know I might be sounding like a broken record, but has any employees here haven't like called in, didn't come to work in for today?
Not to my knowledge.
Gotcha. Well, I can see that my friend here is a little bit out of it. Is it okay if we get a few minutes of privacy?
Whatever you wish.
Thank you.
And she gets up, gives a smile at you, Nori, and just leaves while gently caressing your shoulder, Clark.
I smile as she walk out, and as soon as she rounds the corner, what?
why are we here? we should go.
Brian is here. What do you mean?
I didn't. I don't know why. we we should we should go. That other guy, the one you gave your blood to, is here.
Oh, he's here. I'm gonna give a quick perception check to make sure he's not like walking up on us or anything.
Sure. Do you like try to creep up and like take a peek?
No, I'm hearing for footsteps. I'm not looking.
Okay, make a perception check.
Not 20.
Okay, yeah, you're pretty positive nobody's like approaching. You hear like the sounds of like heels on hardwood floor outside from where you came from.
I hope in character, I don't hear thin walls.
No, they're pretty
Okay,
thick.
thank you. Okay. Okay, he comes here normally. We know where he is. I think we should watch.
How do we know he comes here normally?
She just told us he comes here normally. He frequents here.
Okay.
Okay, yes. Now let's use our deductive reasoning.
But what's our plan here? Like, do you think you can just talk to him after he potentially killed someone?
I don't know if I want to talk to him, but probably just want to watch if he starts following people out.
Okay, and then what are we gonna do if he catches us? Like, we're just gonna attack a vampire? In a city that's full of vampires?
I would say probably run because we don't have a full group right here.
I don't think running would be very helpful at that point.
It sounds like you don't want to fight. You don't want to run. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I'd rather not be here.
You can go. I already paid 4 platinum for all this. I'm going to enjoy my wine. I take a sip of my wine.
It's kind of like middle of the pack. It's not like the most expensive stuff, but it's not cheap.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Let me see. 1 sec.
I mean,
No, it's not thaumaturgy that makes things cooler. Dang, never
Oh.
mind.
But
I'm not gonna leave you alone, Clark.
Then stay here and be awkward with me. I pour her a glass of wine.
okay.
I just don't want us to be the target of vampires in a city full of vampires. Okay.
You know, the best thing to do is to blend in and not look conspicuous, like whispering to each other. Drink, blend in.
I take the drink like angrily and down the whole thing.
do you I do have to ask, how much time are you just waiting and just drinking wine? Are you going to wait for Evangeline and Six to maybe come around, or
I would say either until they come here or until Vincent walks out.
okay. Then we'll go ahead and say that it takes about 45 minutes. Vincent does not come around, and the first people that you see, well, let's bring him here. Oh, wait, you guys can't see what's going on, Sixt and Sister Evangeline, right?
No, we cannot.
Okay.
Not
Right.
a single thing.
I thought I
Right.
could have. Y'all should be dragged over here, shouldn't you?
Oh, but we
There,
don't have access.
no access.
Oh,
All right, then this will make it even more great when you guys arrive at the Scarlet Siren 40 minutes later. I do have to make note, Clark and Nori, about every 10-15 minutes of this wait time, you are approached by different courtesans. You see a half orc woman comes in and offers either of you a massage. Uh, a An elven male comes by and offers something along the same lines. Maybe like a some sort of like incense or uh, like lotion rub down.
what
You know,
question? Because
I
you said a elven ale
Male,
male.
male.
male. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, since I downed a whole glass of wine, Nori does not drink at all.
Uh-huh. Make a
Uh,
con save.
she's a little okay.
See how tipsy
Uh,
you are.
Unlike her, I'm sipping and enjoying.
14.
Okay, you're a little buzzed.
I would say I'm a little bit tipsy. Um,
No, you're
noticing the
wrong.
elven male and taking Clark's direction to blend in. I motion over towards yeah. And I see my friend over here would actually like some of that lotion you're offering.
I look at her.
Uh-huh.
I look back at him. Is he muscular or is he cute?
He's got like pretty feminine features.
Well, when in Rome, I take off my shirt.
Okay.
I
Uh
enjoy a back rub.
he explains that it's not free. That
Oh, okay.
it's gonna cost you about 10 gold
Well,
to
since my friend Nori recommended it,
Yep.
all right.
Give him the money.
So, as this is happening, Sister Evangeline and Sixt, as you make your way towards the Scarlet Siren. You ask, I assume you ask for directions, and people know where it is, and they just kind of like point you in the direction of the establishment. As you approach and you start hearing the music, I need both of you to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Roger Dodger. Just a straight wisdom.
Yep. Okay. The same thing as Clark and Nori. Sister Evangeline, you feel a little bit of a pull towards the music, towards the establishment. Whereas Sixth, it's nice music. It's pleasant to the ear.
Nah. Gotcha.
And as soon as you enter the establishment, Sister Evangeline, you do not feel the compulsion as
Okay, good.
both of you cross the threshold into the Scarlet Siren. As you
Ooh.
as you enter, the feminine figure at the desk greets you both with a smile. Hello and welcome to the Scarlet Siren. How can I make your night more pleasurable?
We are actually looking for a couple of our friends who came in here earlier. We think.
And who would your friends be, and what would they look like?
It would be a half-elf male, correct? Or human? Are you human, Clark?
I am very much human.
Okay, a human male. I couldn't remember. Listen. It's been too long.
Blonde.
And
Is he blonde?
yes, almost Adonis in nature. Yes, very blonde.
She nods, needing no further information. They are with a bottle of wine in our lounging area. Now, to enter, I will ask, would you like one bottle or two?
How thirsty are you, Sister Evangeline?
I have no money.
I didn't ask that. I said, how thirsty are you? 2 bottles, and I'm gonna pay whatever the fee is for that.
All right. So it's going to be 50 gold for 2 bottles.
Okay.
Oh, that's a bargain.
Yeah. One bottle is 30, 2 bottles, you get a discount on the second one.
I
That
get
whole 10 gold discount. That's really good.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so I'm just gonna pay the 50 gold and get 2 bottles of wine.
You see the receptionist rings a bell, and you hear the bell on the other side of the door in front of you. So this is all like blocked off here. Like this is actually a wall. So all you see is this reception area and this long hallway to another door.
Right.
But as soon as the bells rang, you see a female drow enter with a platter and 2 bottles of wine and 2 glasses. Hello. Welcome. If you would please come with me.
And don't have to tell me twice.
And
I'm just gonna follow after her.
yeah, you guys can move down the hallway, and the drow female will open the door for you and escort you down this hallway to the sitting room. And there you see Clark is getting like a full rub down by a male elf on his chest with like this scented lotion. and it's very sensual.
Of course.
Yes.
Oh, the lovely smell.
That is not exactly what that was not on the bingo card for today, but okay. Hi you guys.
Evening.
I'm just giggling in the corner.
More bottles are put down next to the singular bottle that you have bought. So you have 3 bottles now.
Oh, we're gonna be here for a while.
Well, don't mind if I
Well,
do. Just pour it in a glass and count it.
You start drinking your wine. Even ass just takes it. Question for you, Mr. DM.
I mean,
So I've
Yeah.
been essentially rubbed for quite a while. Would you say an
like
hour
5
has
minutes.
passed?
Like 5 minutes.
Okay, gotcha. I was gonna say like from the beginning of the day.
No,
All I
no.
have been doing is talking. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you get like a nice 5-minute rub down with this scented lotion that smells really nice.
5
Great.
minutes worth of 10 gold? That's bullshit.
I mean, you're free to pay him again if you want.
If
I feel moisturized. Magical
Well, you
fingers.
do.
Thank you. And after he ends up leaving, I kind of
Mhm.
inform them saying, "Hey, so the individual who I offered blood to at Jamie's is in the room over. My idea is, if he is responsible, we could probably follow him, see if he attacks someone in the middle of the night."
I'm going to relay the information that I discovered at the night market about here and the theater being good places to go to find people of the Avandi family.
Gotcha. Let's see. Yay. That's okay.
And start, I guess, downing some wine while we're here.
Okay.
When in Rome,
Yeah.
where Rome is.
Sister Evangeline, what are you doing?
I'm just having some drinks. You know?
You have definitely been informed there's a vampire in the other room, Kiwi.
Have I?
I told you that's the person
I
I
didn't
gave blood
process
to.
that. I'll be honest.
I'll make it more clear. By the way, the guy who drank his blood, points at Clark,
I
is
shudder up
is
immediately.
over there, and I drunkenly
I'm
point
covering her
to the
mouth.
right of me.
How loud?
She's just talking through his hand.
I've been trying to cover her mouth the entire time.
how how loud are you, Nori, when you with this
I would say
accusation?
normal.
Okay.
speaking
Fight
volume.
him.
Normal volume as a person or normal volume as a drunk person?
I would
asking the
normal because
important
I was
questions.
whispering earlier. And now I'm just like, I'll talk normally.
Oh, good. Would there be a disadvantage of that because I'm trying to impede her talking?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope.
Fair enough. She's not even like drunk. She's just buzzed and she's talking
No,
like she's
I
slotted.
found like 2 glasses or 3 by now.
I assume Sister Evangeline and Six are like closer. Maybe.
Yeah.
I would have said that, yeah.
I said at the time I was gonna just be casually drinking, and then then this is all revealed to me.
Okay. It's at this moment when Nori says that, you hear footsteps come up the stairs and a peek around as Vincent takes a peek around the corner and looks at you. 4.
I'm still shirtless.
I'm going to like when they told me, I would have divine sensed.
Uh-huh.
So my eyes would glow, and I would immediately look in the direction that they're talking about. Do I see any celestial fiend or undead in that direction?
They
In
say.
in with 30 feet,
60.
60 feet. Okay, so like basically the entire establishment.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You sense undead in Vincent's direction. You sense undead through the wall that direction in this room specifically, since there's no walls. You sense a few signatures upstairs. You sense a faint undead signature coming from this direction in this chair that you can see, and in this direction, not as strong as Vincent's. So a total of 1, 2, 5 in the entire, and then two lesser ones in the other room and at the reception area.
Yeah, Anthony, it's very similar to that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Do I see him peek around?
Yes, you do. He looks at Clark, recognizing Clark, and he smiles. Hello.
Hey, it's
Hello.
I apologize if my companion is
no.
very loud.
I will stand up.
Good Samaritan. I didn't quite catch your name the last night.
My name is Clark.
Well, you are certainly a lifesaver. It's good to meet you again. And in such an upstanding establishment. And he toasts to you, and you notice he has the same cup as the previous night.
Yeah, I know for a fact it's the exact same cup or just the same type.
It looks like it.
I kind of shoot a look to Evangeline. I'm hoping she sees what I see.
I would assume I notice, and I have seen the cup.
Yeah, make an investigation check. The both of you.
Damn it.
And anybody else.
okay.
Damn it.
I didn't see the cup the last time, so I wouldn't know if it were the same one.
I have a drunk person.
Yeah.
Wait, no, Annie, you
I'm
gotta
gonna be
mention the
sitting
disadvantage.
next to her. I'm just gonna sit next to Kiwi, or not Kiwi, Nori. Too many eyes.
Who has the original club?
That'll be 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I has it
I'm
in
gonna say
Then-
7th since you look different now.
7th.
Okay. Yeah. Then you have seen this
A cup similar.
a cup similar to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have the cup on you?
Always. It's
Okay.
in my bag.
All right.
I'm
So-
just gonna
Yeah, I'll roll an investigation then. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna call out. I'm just gonna be like, "Nice cup you got there."
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm just gonna
fancy.
pour her another glass of wine. Hey, look, more wine.
I'm
Okay.
gonna start putting my leather armor back on. I can already see where this is going.
You said investigation or
Mhm.
insight? Okay, sorry.
Investigation.
No.
Okay.
Ho ho.
You see the cup in his hand,
Yeah.
and you instinctively like go to your bag to see if the cup that you picked up at the scene is still there, and it is. So either that is not his cup or he got a new one.
Hmm.
You can't tell which, not from this
Right.
distance. You would need a closer look, but it's two different cups.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't see the one the night before, the one that Clark
Right.
gave his blood into.
Right. That's what I was talking about, not having seen the cup.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know comparatively.
Oh, I've been meaning to ask you. Have you? You wouldn't happen to know where I can get one of those cups myself? I mean, it was very finely made.
Unfortunately, you cannot get one of these cups.
Oh, are they special made?
They are.
Oh, okay.
When
A little bit of the history behind it.
they are unique. And this one is one of a kind.
I'm gonna pipe up. Unique how? Are they like made for like individuals? I'm gonna try to slur my words a little bit just to kind of, allude to the
Make
illusion of potential drunk.
a persuasion check.
Gotcha. Le persuasion. Try to help Clark out a little bit. Le persuasion.
I'm glad you picked up what I was putting down.
I got you. Oh, dirty 20.
Yes, they are unique to the individual. We are only given one, and one for life.
What happens if you release a cup?
Then you would be in serious trouble, as they cannot be remade or replaced.
I'm gonna. So, how are they? So, why? Hi, what do you? How? Why? Why not?
Are you okay?
Ah, well, I have told a pair of drunks way too much, but enjoy your night, Clark, and the rest of you.
Have a nice night.
And he steps back, holds his cup out to whoever he was talking to in the other room, and then exits the establishment.
I'm gonna follow, but
Before she
try
exits,
and make it not too obvious that I'm following him.
before she exits, I will just say, "Hey, he's not the one.
He is one.
Not the one we're finding."
Not the one we're
I,
looking for.
I don't blame her.
Let's listen. I understand, Evangeline. Is she already out the door?
Yeah,
He's already out
did
the
not even
door.
stop.
Okay.
You get him, sister.
You're not following it? Is anybody else following your sister Evangeline? Or
I,
is you just
I
going to
don't know
let.
if we have a drunk right here. I don't know if I want to follow her, considering one, I don't know if I have my armor back on all the way.
It's easy.
Jeez.
It's
I'll
easy to do.
follow
It's leather.
her.
It's
Okay.
leather armor.
I,
Okay.
I'll follow.
I see six get up. I'm like, okay. I follow.
Okay, I'm sorry to follow. Make sure she gets there drunkenly.
Okay.
I bat Clark away. Don't touch me.
You're all greasy and smell like lotion.
Okay.
You made me stay here. I just want to go home.
Oh, you poor thing. I'm just gonna pat her back. It's okay, Nori. It's okay. Come on.
Evangeline's getting away.
Alright, I'm gonna follow Evangeline while trying to get her attention, get her to slow down, to listen to some reason.
All right. You follow Evangeline. I need a stealth check from everyone as you follow Vincent out of the Scarlet Siren into the
It is
streets
not
of
happening.
Avandi.
Dude, I got a natural 20 and it was a disadvantage.
R.I.P. to the heavy armored.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So 4 and an 8. And a 22 and a 24. Okay, I'm gonna bring you back to here. Nighttime of Avandi Bay. Can you guys see at all?
I see a
Darkness.
I see very dark.
Darkness.
Perfect. Okay. It's not very long before Evangeline, you notice that Vincent is like turning his head and like looking back at you out of the corner of his eyes. Or out of the corner of his eye, and he just continues walking. He doesn't mind that you're following him, but he's in the main street. He is not leaving the main street or going down any alleyway. He's just walking.
Okay.
He says hello to some other noticeable vampires in the street. And Sister Evangeline, how would you react to seeing vampires just so openly out and about?
I would say I probably wouldn't be able to hide a level of disgust.
Okay. Uh, very well. You are given a wide berth, Sister Evangeline. They see your vestments, they see your armor and your symbol, and people avoid you. They don't outright, and you get many looks, especially from the vampires, kind of like a judgmental look. And you get a judgmental look from a few Dampier and a few non-vampire, non-half vampire. Clark, you're kind of like you're trying to catch up to Sister Evangeline, who is making long strides, and it's very noticeable that you're with Sister Evangeline. Whereas Nori and Six are being quiet, kind of keeping their distance from the heavy armored paladin just making waves through the crowd.
I mean, I wouldn't mess with her either, would you?
You follow Vincent through the streets. Upwards towards the bridge, toward the bridge of Avandi Keep. Right outside a courtyard, a square that Norian Clark visited earlier today. However, in this square in front of the Scarlet Watch, you see a platform has been erected. And you see a crowd forming at the platform. And Captain Black told you to look out for these particular figures before. And as the crowd starts to form and Vincent enters the crowd, you almost lose sight of him. What's your passive perception, Evangeline?
12.
You lose Vincent in the crowd.
I will make a cast of another Divine Sense. I may not be able to see him, but I can track him.
That might be harder than you think.
It is harder than you think. You lose him in the crowd, and your Divine Sense picks up dozens of undead. Even more fainter signatures of undead. And a very powerful, singular figure that you now look up at the platform. You see a very regal but simple regal figure at the edge of this platform. And she is surrounded by white armored figures in full plate armor. She has about 4 bodyguards surrounding her. And she looks like she's about to make an announcement. And you see to her right, you see an individual that you recognize. And he is bound by shackles, flanked by 2 of the Scarlet Watch. And I need to put you onto this area real quick. I don't have enough NPCs to put onto this map, but I want to have you visualize what is going on here. Actually, it's lit, so let's go ahead and...
I'm still loading.
Yeah.
There we go.
I see. Uh-oh.
Uh,
You see the crowd has been subtly gathering, and it fills the entire square. Behind this raised platform, you see the entrance of the Scarlet Watch. and the female individual that's giving off the most powerful undead presence in the area, Evangeline, steps up. Good evenings. Sorry, hold on. Good evening, citizens of Avandi Bay. We have a special occasion for you all. An expedited execution for someone who has blazingly attacked Avandi Keep, my home. He has fully admitted his guilt, and we saw no point in having a trial. For such brazen disrespect and disloyalty, a swift justice is to be had. This is one Wade Stewart. He is an enemy of the state, and you, Wade, are hereby sentenced to exsanguination. You see
This is not okay.
Uh-huh. You see the female walks up behind Wade, and her features get a little more angular. And you see her teeth are bared. And Wade spots you, Sister Evangeline, and shakes his head through tear-stained eyes. His head is tilted by one of the Scarlet Watch. And the female sinks her teeth into his neck. He does not scream. He does not fight. But he is drained of all his blood publicly.
I clutch onto Sixton. I throw up at my feet.
I hold her hair back and make sure that, pat her back and just shake my head in disgust.
Are any of you else? What do you guys do?
I don't think there is anything you can do. Just turn away.
I say a prayer for his passing soul.
You see Wade Stewart. His life, his soul leaves his body right there. And you kind of get a mixed reaction from the crowd around you. Some people in the back near Nori and Six are a little appalled, a little like they didn't like what they saw. Where you are, Sister Evangeline, people seem to be enjoying the sight of an execution. And at the end of it, Wade Stewart is carried away by the Scarlet Watch. And you recognize her now, the Duchess Una Avandi. Rejoins her Crimson Sworn. She wipes her mouth of the blood and leaves back towards Avandi Keep.
Vile.
And choke on a sob, and from drive heaving, I'm just and just say, why?
Unfortunately, this is what happens when you cross them. Doesn't matter what they've done to you or your family or anything like that. It's just how it is. I say this quietly, like under my breath to her, so that people around me can't really hear very well, just in case there are any sympathetics. It's just the way of things.
Uh-oh.
Just silently cry.
Clark, as
Yes.
you're sitting there watching the individuals leave the podium, a gauntleted hand clasps onto your shoulder.
Is it like, hey, you're coming with me, or hey, want to talk to you?
It's more of trying to get your attention.
I look over to the individual.
You see Leo with
Evening.
out his helmet. It's at his side right now, and he's looking up at the podium. You came to me for this case earlier today.
Aye,
Is that the husband?
that's the husband.
You should have told him not to be a fool.
I say nothing and stay in silence.
But if you're investigating this, make sure you only deal with me. Make sure you only come to me. And I'll try my best to make sure things get done.
Do I see this interaction happening?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I would like to walk up and make sure that Clark is okay. And,
It would seem a piece of evidence has walked forward.
what do you mean a piece of evidence?
We'll talk with less prying eyes.
We should get Evangeline then.
A piece of
look.
evidence. Is this your group?
More or less.
And he nods to you, Sister Evangeline, as soon as you approach. He
Who is this?
takes the gauntleted hand off your shoulder as soon as everybody kind of collapses in.
I feel less safe.
I would know he's of something else, correct?
Yeah, you sense half vampire, half undead.
Yeah. Who's your friend here?
Hopefully someone to help us make sure that Wade gets a little bit closer to peace.
I see.
You have new evidence, Clark?
I kind of like pull at Six's bag, like monkey backpack style, just like pulling her, opening the flap, looking for the cup. I don't take it out, mind you.
I'm just gonna be
open it
jostled.
up. I just open it up.
Just being jostled. Jesus.
Hey, be careful.
It's not my fault. You're so short.
Yeah. At that, I'm just gonna I'm gonna shift slightly taller. You were saying.
Okay, that's better. And then I like I said, I open the bag up. I don't take it out, but I open the bag up and show him inside the cup.
He looks down at it and then looks up and looks around at the crowd that is kind of dispersing at this point. That's a good piece of evidence.
I can tell you who it's not.
Yeah.
Who is it not?
Name Vincent. That's about as much as I got right now.
Vincent. No last name, I assume.
As far as I understand, the Vondi family, but he is very secretive.
The Avandi family is a big family. I hope
Exactly.
you know that.
Yes.
But the one that just walked away, that is the head of that family. And he kind of looks at the backs of the Crimson Sworn that are leading the Duchess away back to her keep. And by this point, they're pretty much gone.
I'm going to update my notes. Would you believe this is best to turn in for now or keep it on as?
Keep it on you.
Okay, I release 6.
Better question is.
There,
Please, thank you. Better
There-
question is, do you know who it belongs to?
there are ways to figure that out. But no, as soon as I touch it and I bring it into evidence, things
Get complicated.
seem to not get done the proper way.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this on me then.
Gather any and all evidence that you can.
Aside from the theater, the night market, and the theater and the brothel, are there in the night market? Are there any other potential locations that might yield some results?
A good old fashioned stakeout.
Yeah, no pun intended.
I look at Nori. That's what I said.
Might be
Give him a
beneficial
glare.
if you don't have anything to go on. But the theater or the Scarlet Siren are good options.
Oh, great.
Ah, fair enough. Okay,
And you asked who I am?
I did.
I'm Leo Chaucer. And he holds out a hand to you, Sixth, and then to you, Evangeline.
I'll shake his hand. And I'll even give him my real name.
I will not shake his hand.
Oh.
He kind of, as soon as you don't like shake his hand, he looks at your like vestments and the symbol on your chest, and he sighs and nods. I understand the mistrust.
If you want to call it that.
I think we're still working on some cohesion.
Hopefully, this common interest will make you think twice. Will help you figure out that not all who wear the signature are here to cause trouble. And he's looking straight into your eyes, Sister Evangeline.
I'm going to keep my words to myself for now.
Why are you so willing to be of assistance?
Let's just say that I didn't choose to be this way. And neither did my mother.
I see.
Well,
Well, I look forward to our alliance then.
I look forward to whatever evidence you bring me.
you said a theater 6?
Yes. I didn't get the name of the theater, but
There is only one theater
there's
in Avon Bay.
perfect. What's it called and where is it located?
It is the Grand Theater, and it is a few blocks that way. And he kind of points to the south of the map that you see now.
What a weird name for a theater. Nothing about Scarlet or Crimson or nothing, man.
I believe the first.
Swear to God, if you tell me that the first theater's name was the Crimson Theater, so help me,
No.
I'll lose my shit. Oh, that wasn't in game.
Okay.
That wasn't in character. That was just me.
Their first showing.
Hard to tell sometimes, I know.
It
The
is
first-
now.
The first showing of this week's play should be happening within an hour.
I see. The bloody hour.
Get yourself some tickets, and maybe you can find something else out.
I look at my purse and say, oh. Okay.
Do you look at your purse and just kind of like groan?
Yeah.
Here.
I already paid
Oh.
for his massage. I'm
He-
not paying for his
He
ticket.
takes out 4 gold and hands it to you, Clark.
Oh, thank you.
That's for everybody. It's a gold ticket.
Thank you. For going to my inventory. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna head over towards that theater if he's pointing us in the right direction because I don't have to go to sleep. I don't know about Nori.
I'm okay.
Nori's a little bit eepy right now. Let's probably go to sleep.
He looks back as soon as after he gives you the gold. He looks back to Sister Evangeline. What do you? Are you just mad dogging him right now?
Yeah. He's the closest fucking undead. It's gonna get
Look at the eyes.
Make an intimidation check. See if you can rattle him a little bit.
I have proficiency in this.
Of course you do.
I don't know if that does advantage. It's been a while. Is that advantage or no?
Huh?
If I have proficiency in intimidation, is
Still
that
Kiwi.
advantage? Or
No,
just regular roll?
it's just regular roll. Just
Okay,
regular
okay,
roll.
okay.
This is just constantly Kiwi. This gift right here.
He looks. He sees you mad dogging him still, and he just kind of like, all right. And he takes a step back from you, and nods to all of you, and takes a wide berth around, and heads towards the Scarlet Watch.
Sorry about my friend.
Well, you have a play to get to. If you choose to go there, or you can go back to the Scarlet Siren, it's up to you. But we'll cover that in the next session.
All right.
I'm just glad it wasn't Vincent.
Ooh.
You're pretty sure it's
You're just-
sure it's not Vincent, but there's still may be a chance. You didn't really investigate too much. You lost him.
He's lucky I lost him.
He rolled really well. I'll give him that. He rolled really well to slip you.
Honestly, like, if you was a second late on walking out the room, I would have speared him. Like, I was getting up to just fucking take him out when he was done talking.
God.
We were surrounded, Kiwi.
That doesn't matter.
Oh my
He's
god.
like, I have a fuck you sword. Leave me alone.
It's a fuck you spear now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my apologies. I'm so sorry.
I am not apologizing. It's still fuck you, sword.
I'm also very glad that who the fuck did we just meet?
Leo.
Leo, thank you. I'm glad he actually was helping us, because if he was like, your guy fucked up, like, dude, I realized
She'd
the
have
problem
to
I put
murder
myself
him.
in.
Yeah. Like my
She'd have to
character,
murder him.
I probably hate them as much as you do, but I know better.
Yeah.
I know better right now.
Well, let's before we completely end the recording, let's go ahead and get a player inspiration vote for this session, and we'll start off with River.
I think that this one was actually really good for everybody. Just because I think everybody had a lot of really fun and quippy moments. But I do have to go with Clark for this one.
It's because I
Just
got massaged, isn't it?
Totally.
Okay.
Just because of the whole brothel scene. I was cackling on mute so hard. The whole time, the hushed conversation, I was dying. So,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
good.
Clark is my vote for today.
All right, Kiwi.
Yeah, I'm sorry to be a fucking copier, but like I was also gonna say Clark. It was really good RP, and I really enjoyed how the character did all that stuff. Good job, dude.
I'm 40 gold short.
Dude, I'm 200 for because I'm too like if it's not a fucking one of the three options that I don't like, it's like, oh, I'm a nice person, 200 gold, 200 gold. God damn it.
All right, Anthony.
I am going to give it to 6 for her deductive noir style.
I like the thief's cat.
It's appreciated.
Mhm.
Thank you.
And last, Annie.
I gotta give it to Clark. It was fun bantering with you.
That's just every day, Andy.
You know.
Awesome. Well, the votes have it. Clark, you get a point of inspiration for this session.
Well
Yes!
warranted, Clark. Well warranted.
I
Perfect.
checked
Yeah,
my
babe.
1 point.
You're touched
Um,
by a twink.
and until next time,
Not even a twink. It was a bear. What are you talking about?
He said, no,
You
no,
said
no, no.
feminine. You said
GM
feminine.
said it was feminine.
Oh, okay, my bad. I misheard.
and until next time, thank you all for playing with me, and have a good night.